Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today I've got MJ Lacquer, A Time to Mend, Maniology M219, and Never Enough, the Unbreakable Vow. We're going to start this one off with Nailtiques Formula 2, and then once that's dry I'll be applying a coat of Low and Away by Bases Loaded Lacquer, and then I topped it with I&M Out the Door, because I wore it for a minute. And here is MJ Lacquer's A Time to Mend. Look at them flakies. So we're going to go in with our first coat of this insanely gorgeous polish from MJ Lacquer. Still loving the brush, love the formula. These are so pretty. All of her polishes just wow me. I am going to get up close here because I want to get up by that cuticle a little better. There we go. And I'm going to cap that free edge real quick. Ta-da! Hi Woody, how you doing? Thank you. Good job. Ooh, bling bling. We're going to go in with the second coat of A Time to Mend. And this is going to be pretty opaque for me. I don't need any more than this. This is the perfect number of coats for what I'm doing. Depending on how you do your coats, you may need more or less. I don't know. There we go. I'm going to top it with I&M Out the Door. This is my in-between, top coat normally. But I'm going to be honest with you. I ended up wearing it just like this for a week. And then I did the nail art. So there's a swatch photo and what it looked like for the whole week I was wearing it. This is Maniology M219. Now, I did make the decals the same day I painted my nails, but I got distracted with something else and was not able to apply them. And then the work week got in on me, and next thing I know, it's 7 days later, and I'm dealing with decals. So I've got my Maniology scraper, and this is Maniology So Metal. This is a great silver stamping polish. And I've got my cube stampers out, 2 from AliExpress and 1 from Maniology. And I'm just going to plop out 3 of these images here of the shattered, to me it looks like a shattered window, like somebody threw a rock through it. I don't know. Or it could be gems shooting up out of the ground. I have no idea. It could be anything you want it to be. Today, it's just going to be nail art. So I'm picking up all these images, just flipping them over, making sure they look good. I do clean that plate off with pure acetone in between each one. Back in the day, I used to would get a couple of images without cleaning the plate, but I've just stopped doing that. It was a bad habit. This is Never Enough, and this is the Unbreakable Vow. And I'm going to fill these decals images in with this polish right here. I am using my Maniology, I think it's the 101 brush. This is the one that I told you I think I've messed it up. It's kind of fluffy, but when you're covering a lot of image like this one, and you're using the same color, you're not changing colors, you're not having to be as precise, then this brush is still fine for that. So that's why I'm using it. I do like this brush. I loved it when I first got it. I don't know if I was just too hard on cleaning it or what, but I don't know. I still love it. So I'm going to flip that around to make it easier for me to see and get to. And I'm just going to keep filling this in. Like I said, this one, since I'm doing the same color for all of it, I mean, you could individually go through and do each crystal look, piece a different color, or skip some of them and leave some of them, open through. I was just in the mood for one solid color. I didn't have enough polish out on my mat, so I'm putting just a little bit more out there. And we're going to continue on. And this one turned out pretty good. After I did the decals, I was kind of worried that maybe the colors were too similar and they weren't going to show it very well, but they actually ended up looking really good. Alrighty, so before I finish with these, I have let these decals dry down to the point where they're not dragging, not going to run the risk of smearing. So I'm going to top them all with a coat of Wet n Wild, just the clear protector, and I'm going to let them sit. I'd planned on just letting them sit for, a couple of hours, but here we go, 7 days later. Since they are dry, I'm going to apply another coat of the Wet n Wild. You wouldn't have to do this if you did it within, a couple of hours. But mine were days and days dry, so I wanted to go ahead and make sure that they were kind of rehydrated, because putting that extra polish on top, it's going to kind of rehydrate all that polish. I am going to apply the Get a Grip from Vibrant Vinyls to my nails that I'm putting the decals on. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't messing this one up. I'm normally used to kind of rolling through it all in one bang. So to have a 7-day window between them just really messed me up in my head. But here we go. I'm going to apply this one. I've already done my thumbnail. And here we go. We're just going to, I'm mushing it down with my finger, kind of tapping it around, going around the edges, making sure that it went side to side and stuck. And I'm going to use my little nippers here to trim off some of the excess. And I am cutting with my left hand, and I am not left-handed. That's why I love these little scissors so much. They are awesome. And I didn't start off being as smooth with them, but it's totally doable. They're not hard to get used to, because you just pinch them closed, and that's what's doing the cutting action. Love them. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go in with my little cuticle tool, and I'm going to try to break apart some of this excess that's still hanging off around the cuticle. And I know you guys trip every time I break out this little metal tool, but I promise y'all, I mean, you're going to get to see up close pictures of my nails. You're going to see up around my cuticles. I didn't cut them. I'm not pushing like that and that hard. If you're more comfortable with using a orange wood stick, by all means, do what you feel comfortable with. Now I'm going in with my Maniology cleanup brush and some acetone. I'm just kind of melting that across the tip of my nail. And then I go around the edges and clean up what I don't want there. And also this action right here helps melt that decal down to the nail. Makes it stick good and lay flat. So here I am messing with the end again. I do not want a big blob of this up under my nail when I'm done. So I do spend a little bit of time working it back and forth, kind of brushing it forward, wiping it, tap, tap, tapping. Getting that all smooth. There we go. Tap, tap, tap. And now you're going to get to see quite a bit of this. I didn't cut this stuff out. I'm going to show you both the nails because, y'all tell me all the time, oh, Miss Tina, don't worry how long your videos are. Well, I don't want them to be ridiculously long, but I do see the point in leaving, the mechanics of these manicures in the videos. So I'm working on it. Now I'm going to flip this one around, and as you can see, I'm not centering those circles. I put this one, the center is up closer to my cuticle, and on the other one, the center is closer to the tip of the nail. That makes it look kind of offset a little bit. They still look similar, but they're not. I'm not really good at lining stuff up even Stevens, so I like the kind of going one way with one and another way with the other one. Then you can say, I did that on purpose. And technically, I did do this on purpose because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to line it up well. Now, on my thumb, I lined it up pretty well. I was very focused, and I got it, pretty centered. So here I am nipping again with some more of these edges here. And sometimes when I do decals, I trim them before I even try to put them on my nail. But these were, after I re-moistened them with more nail polish, they were just a little sticky, and I didn't want to have them fold in on each other or fold in on itself and get messed up. Y'all remember this was a week in the making. I didn't want to mess it up, so I wanted to get through the original manicure and get it done. Okay, now I'm mushing it back down because, you know, messing with it like that, I might have made some of it lift. And here we go in with our acetone and cleanup brush again. But I really, really like this. You know, I was worried after I made the decals. I really was. I was like, oh, you're not going to be able to even hardly tell a difference. But yeah, you can see it. See, that thumb looks pretty centered. I did pretty good on it. So we got the 3 accent nails this week, y'all. And I'm just cleaning away. But, you know, for me, cleanup, if I don't get cleanup just right, I'm not happy with the manicure. Like, 2 days after I do it, I'm wanting to take it off and redo it. And I really want to enjoy my manicures, you know. And like I said, I wore that base color for a week. And then did the nail art. And then I wore it for a couple more days. I got to enjoy it. Yes, so I got to enjoy it. So I don't know how well that edit is going to work. I have a home phone, a landline, like old school. And of course, you know, telemarketers always want to call while I'm doing videos. It's like they just know I'm in here doing this. Ugh, unreal. So I apologize for that. So we're still tidying up here and getting this manicure looking good. So I am going to top it with the smudge-free top coat. The side of this decal that was sticking up was not covered, so I didn't want to smear anything. And then once that's dry, I'll be using Sèche Vite as my top coat today. I spotted it and decided to give it a, you know, give it a turn on the play game here. So there we go. I'm going to cap my free edge. So I ended up really loving this manicure, and I hope you did too. Leave me a comment down below. Hi, Woody. How you doing? Let me know what you think about this one. And that is it for me today. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.